placing in or near the top 5 every tournament that they play, and they're occasionally getting, you know, good wins against other fellow top 5 teams. So I think it's been solid. We'll see if they can do it against Falcons.
We used to speak about a team called MOUZ the way you just did there. Look how that ended up.
Yeah, but the difference is that MOUZ had the exact same team for over a year, where MongolZ went through multiple roster changes last year.
I shouldn't have
That's
let
a
you.
big
let
difference.
you respond. I should have just gone to Harry and Hugo, which is what we're doing right now.
Yep, take it away.
Thank you, Dust. Means a lot to have your blessing heading into this one. It's the MongolZ taking on the Falcons, Hugo. Looking forward to this winner heading into those playoffs. And yeah, there's been a bit of a odd event for the Falcons, right? Their first outing with Karrigan at the helm. Lost to 9Z, but no time to think about that, because this pistol round is off to a rip-roaring start. The MongolZ bring the heat into the tunnels, and Falcons melt away.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe it is time to think about the losses, Harry. Because let's be honest, right? Sure, 9Z, incredible run. They've come through, they've upset, they surprised
Luchov
everyone.
might be the GOAT.
Luchov is the GOAT. The question is rude. He is the GOAT. But to be honest, Harry, if I look at this game, I say this is the first proven team that the Falcons have had to play. Right? They've taken down K27 and Monte. Legit on the latter. Had to clutch that up, but this is the first proven top squad, so this is going to be an uphill battle for the Falcons, you'd think, considering they struggled against Monte, only just winning those 2 maps out, and they lost to 9Z as well. So MongolZ have looked hot to trot, to be honest. A very close game against Spirit. And 910 is having a great tournament as a desk established, so a nice aggressive pistol here from the MongolZ to set the tone. And Cobra's feeling good coming into this game. So that is a pistol locked in by the MongolZ, a team that do not sit back, do not relax, and do not respect you.
It's one of the weird oddities, though, of Karrigan all over, which is you feel like he's good v good teams and bad v bad teams.
Sure. This team's more than Karrigan, though. See, Monte just put on a show in these games. 5th highest rated player of the event, 910 in 3rd. I mean, you have 3 Falcons players, top 3 Falcons players, all higher than the 2nd best player of the MongolZ. But none of that matters on this round. Full mowdown here for the MongolZ. Gun round coming out now for the Falcons. I do love to watch MongolZ and Dust2, though.
The veto for this one's pretty sick, actually. I think it sets us up for a great series, as the devs are kind of talking about, right? The idea that there's actually a lot of overlap in the map pool of these teams. They all like what the other's selling, and so you've ended up with 3 good maps for both squads throughout. Short control here. 4 players for the Falcons. Go and take to the short area.
Oh, that nade would have dunked Karrigan, but it got stuck in the window. Line up for Goose or default. Or ramp, anywhere. Let's see. Falcons go exploding.
910 swings out first. More he could get, the better, because it would have baited them into Blitz. Still should go unchecked, and he even holds the shot. No way, MP9, talk about value. Blitz gets away with the double that throws this whole round into jeopardy, or at least it was meant to, but it's NiKo and Monte. These have been the 2 it players for the Falcons here in Astana.
Yep.
Good damage on the jump shot out of mzinho. Monte is but a shot away from certain death.
Whoa.
He'll give chase. At 3 HP, he brings the fight to mzinho, and now a chance to get this bomb planted for NiKo on the long side. Techno closing in, but nowhere left to run. It's a Falcons round. NiKo and Monte able to combine and save themselves after that blitz double.
Yeah, that's a 2v4, right? As MongolZ are moving up ramp to fight them again. I can't believe that one more bullet landing on Monte, one more jump shot would have certainly set up MongolZ for that round. Low time, bomb down on the site, but instead Monte chases that kill down and him and NiKo clutch up. A big round for the Falcons to start off their guns. Nice try for blitz though. 910's AWP does not wait on this CT side. And this is going to be quite the AWPers head-to-head once Monte gets his going. Cat control taken. But Blitz is trying to hold on to it. Karrigan needing a lot of nades at the start of this game. Still going to get his Hexac in as he's faking this A play. I just dropped down Spawn as well. This is a mid to be brewing for the Falcons, and Karrigan looks to backstab Blitz. Knife out, nothing he can do, and now rotation's cut off. 910, shotgun or AWP. Ooh. That's a save, I think, unless B holds on. But they're going back to Cat.
Oh, 910, it's really hot. He's burning alive. Good double from Karrigan, man. Getting stuck in there on the CT drop and the guy to go and clear out the site itself. Won't say no to that. Save called for the MongolZ. Falcons tying it up early on.
Yeah, I mean, NiKo goes out B on the lurk smoke and he falls, so Falcons change their mind, back up catwalk, and it works out wonderfully, catching 910 in between positions, and he gets stuck in that default molly. Karrigan, big round. Big output. We've had him go quiet in most of these games, individually, right? It's not necessarily here for the firepower, but he's definitely struggled to put up kills in some of these games, so starting strong is a good sign. Falcons will be grateful. Breaking MongolZ money early in this map. Just these two saved guns. Also had just some excellent games out of NiKo here in Astana.
Yeah, as we say, right, it's him and Monte, the two top performers right now for the Falcons. NiKo has been lights out. Feel like the 9Z game in particular really lit a fire underneath NiKo and Monte. All right, little boost there to put the AK to work. Nice gimmick to net you an opener. NiKo takes one to the dome, so certainly some cause for concern in this round. They're going to go into the AK again. Techno controls the spray for the first. Can't take another headshot, can NiKo. Barely gets out alive in the tunnels. And very split up right now with the Falcons. That's another gun retrieved.
2v2, I know they have the bomb site, but this fight is everything right now. Tess is getting aggressive, barely gets out of there alive. Bomb makes it in. Honestly can put it down. Looking for the fight initially, but 910's given room to climb up. Moving on the ramp. Re-smoke and Monte looks eager, but as that first one fades, there's a huge gap here. Does he realize it's a Pio? This shot for Monte. 910 with a chance, he is grabbing it. But where has Tessa's gone? Back to long, behind him. 910 doesn't realize, and that's Tessa's with the round. I don't think he figured it out, considering Monte was also trying to cross into that position. God, I do hate it when players come down lower on their own and don't flash short. I know it's a low econ round. You probably don't expect the AK boosted of all things there on Techno. But Kysuke just walks into lower, offers up a free kill. You still see it from the best players in the world. But it doesn't hold Falcons back from finding that anti-eco. It just makes it very expensive. MongolZ early timeout.
And this usually means one of two things: play a bit more safe, or they're rushing mid. Let's see which.
No kit. Ever a fan?
And the long rush set up. Molly out of the blue bin means NiKo can't cross out through those long doors. And now with the advantage, you can just settle back into a nice 3-2 setup. Have an extra piece to go down and watch mid. That's going to be point of contention here with Carrigan getting flashed through those doors.
Left, right smokes. Sets up a mid to be quite nicely. Kyosuke and upper. Because NiKo's already dead and Carrigan alone moving in. Cobra's here is holding this. And he's surely got his kill locked in. Yeah, just Sixth Sense shoots through. Techno dealing with a lurk through this smoke, but he just looked away. Still going to recover in time for 1.5. Cobra is here to keep a lid on this B-bomb site. And while Monte hits a banger shot, winning this round is unrealistic. Blitz there in time. MongolZ bouncing back and breaking that 3-round streak. It's expensive for Falcons after coming up with a clutch.
Monte with the B spawn gets scoped up early. Trying to force an opening pick. His teammates run in under the cover of that AWP. Techno good for the first, but now the defense falls to Cobra. Does have support. 9-10 off in the window right behind him. Fires off with nothing done. It's Carrigan and Kyosuke with the openers. And MongolZ get shut out of that B site. Two players fast in through the tunnels. The Monte AWP gives you some concern though. He's about to have gun on the tunnels position.
Yeah, nice angle. Just wider than the box. Nothing Blitz can do there, and so mzinho saves. Falcons do find success on that B side. Kyosuke getting his first kills of the game. Quite. Techno's got the alligator on this B side. Or is it more of a crocodile? It's a dance-off. They want to go gunning for this. Oh, he does spread, but he gets out.
Bombs all the way back at long, so it's an A-side finish here for the Falcons. And re-smoked now is a big problem. They were about to move out. Smoke has scared them away.
It's instantly left. He knows that that's going to scare them off. He's gone back towards the site. They go mid to B, but if they go cat right now, this is AAA. Oh, what a spray. What?
Crazy double out of Kyosuke. Blitz breaks the smoke, does what he can, but it's a dying effort there from the captain. Techno on the auto shot. He has a lot of responsibility. Clean execution on the first, but he's getting split. And no winning this for mzinho. Locked out by the CT smoke. Monte holding this position. Swing and a miss for Monte. Surely not.
Why not? Give me a good reason. 1v2. But mzinho doesn't like his odds. No kit. And that orb, very tempting in 910's hands. So he'll be a good teammate. He'll back off, save that gun. NiKo and Karrigan just get given the round. But my god, that spray for Kyosuke at range, that deep into it, finds a final bullet kill on the ramp player. Showcasing some excellent doubles here.
Terrorists win.
High impact. The AWP put to use. 910 stays mobile. Karrigan takes it. They heard that.
Kyosuke closing in. That one step, all he needed. Give him the confidence to go for that, and that's restored the 4v4.
When he's on a roll, he can be very scary. This B bomb site. Falcons making their game plan pretty clear at the start of this one. Lots of B hits.
You almost wonder as well, you know, they've been holding on to mid for a good while. They might think 910 hasn't been able to cross out since that long pick. Little do they know, he ran here straight away.
Dear.
So they are going into that AWP. 910, that one missed shot costs him. Only able to get a second one off before all is said and done. Ooh, Karrigan might be blind, no problem, and that AWP gets to make its way back into Monte's hands.
And Karrigan's best kill count map is 12 frags in the Falcons jersey. That was a 13-11 win against K27, 12-17. He's already on track to match, if not beat that. 7 kills in just 9 rounds. But yeah, this B site proving to already be the move for Falcons. MongolZ spamming timeouts here on this CT side. As Techno is caught off. Kind of sleeping at the wheel. They fired one shot on him early, but he didn't wait till he had visual confirmation until he got that smoke in. It was too late. Falcons just charge it. They had to. For a team that's as threatening as the MongolZ, Falcons are making them look humble for now. This tag finally connecting for Monte.
Cobra a little hesitant on the cross, didn't go with the nade, and that's cost him half his health.
They're just going straight up for a mid to B. Out of spawn. No respect.
broke, don't fix it. It's where they found a lot of their success here. Techno dead, not even getting to fire a shot. Cobra living on borrowed time.
Brutal.
These are very pacey rounds. Not overthinking, not overcooking.
You know, you rarely see something new in Dust2 these days, right? Very rarely. Probably comes for every 6 months, but at the moment, every team at this tournament has just been doing this kind of stuff. They've just been abusing the B-bomb site, something ParaVision started the year with. I mean, we would see games from ParaVision, even back at Bounty, where they would just go B for, 10 straight rounds in a row on this T side, faking A, B smash, mid to B, B smash, B smash. It was just incessant, some of the executes we were getting from ParaVision. I feel like everyone's now doing it. Because you can win a round in 2 entries in 20 seconds, and look at them hunt as well. Falcons just surging towards a T side right now. A commendable half, and one that MongolZ have yet to gamble triple B on. Game plan is perfection. But I'm always going to hold my breath in this kind of game right now, because the one thing that Falcons have showed us is even when they have these dominant first halves, man, all their games are going down to the wire. They are taking a while to close in that second half. So this one won't necessarily be an exception, because MongolZ are a comeback team.
Yeah, I mean, they had a 9-3 and an 8-4 half yesterday versus Monte, and both of those ended up getting very, very close.
And on the flip side, MongolZ had a 3-9 and a 4-8 half against Spirit. Both those rounds came down to either 13-11 or overtime. Sure, they lost them, but this team does not give up when the going gets tough. They get going. Karrigan can't afford to play first. It will be a free kill. Oh, scary. Got it. Kiyosuke trying to look for a entry up cat. His team is still poising on the mid to B. A lot of attention on middle right now for the MongolZ. 2 players behind that smoke, and you've lost 2 opening gambits here, Falcons. So how do you win this? Oh, that's psychotic. Only Blitz. Only Blitz would do that. Pushes in the 5v3 out mid doors, and he jumps up cat with the orb, looking for the finisher as well. Cobra's got his back. Blitz doing what he does best. The last thing you expect.
Bit of a weird round for the Falcons, man. 2 solo fights taken against the partial, or against the force fire rather. Just kind of arming the opponents and leaving yourselves trapped down there in mid.
I think it comes because they know MongolZ are putting focus on middle. There's 2 players fighting them, so both Karrigan and Kiyosuke realize I probably have a 1v1 in my position. But yeah, when both of them fail, that's what it looks like. Just failure to launch. Now MongolZ fight for long. Oh my god, Blitz through the smoke again. They'll pay the price this time. 2 kills back for Falcons. Even Cobra getting tagged on the cross. I mean, B is tempting now. They just saw Cobra make it over, and Karrigan heard all these steps, so he's calling them back through spawn. This is a good call in the last round of the half. And I feel like it's an 8-4 guarantee right now. Karrigan is still selling something on A.
Cobra is ahead of that molly.
Okay.
Karrigan's not ready for that.
They've just got that B side. They should know it. Sure, Techno's alive. They don't know he's mid to B. And actually, he has lower flank, so hold on a second. He's read this well. Now here's a confirmation. Odyssey is out of this one for the moment.
Techno's backstab is about to ruin this for the Falcons. Holds the shot as well. Wants to make this a double. Can't find NiKo. It's him and Monacy.
Oh no.
But NiKo's got 2 players to contend with. Gonna try and phase the smoke, get him behind them. Loses Monacy down there in mid, but the instant trade available from NiKo out those doors. Molly makes things harder, burns him down even lower. One shot would end Cobra's round, and he's got the shadow to work with. Doesn't matter, because the MongolZ are so quick. All in all, that's a good recovery on the half, man. We were saying even these super one-sided halves have been tricky for the Falcons. Well, the MongolZ, thanks to that low econ win and the fast flank from Techno here, they managed to scrape together 5 when all is said and done. It should be enough for them looking at this second half.
Yeah, I mean, if a 9-3 made it to 13-11, and if an 8-4 made it to overtime, 5-7 is...
a win.
A win for the MongolZ in the last round. Let's see if that holds true, though. Nice play from Techno. The call was right for Karrigan, but timing set off the Falcons, and MongolZ played that 3v2 very well. Did not overplay on any of their players, realizing how winnable that still was with the bomb down in the B site. So the MongolZ do enough here in this first half of play. Who do you think was a better AWPer in that first half, Monte or Karrigan? I know my answer. Blitz.
Secret option C. Well, like a win in the pistol would go a long way just to avoiding any of these comeback worries from the Falcons. Karrigan hears them in lower. Was trying to bait them into these Tessas, dual Berettas. Really going to try and challenge him here into the crossfire. More dualies arrive on the short side. Monte continues to put the hurt on. It's heavy in mid right now. So heavy, in fact, that A's been left wide open.
Did you realize that, though? Oh, my goodness. It's crept through. Tessa still watches it, and so, yeah, no. Yeah. Falcons lock it down. Shocked they decide to commit out middle after seeing not just the double setup, but the Julie's close too. So MongolZ hand over a pistol round here to the Falcons, and they will grab it. A rare eco for the MongolZ on this T side. Just the Blitzstieg.
I know they dinked Kiyosuke in that mid fight. So that's going to send them back over towards B. Is still a re-smoke available here?
You don't even want it. You want the fight. Oh, I take it back.
I don't think the smoke will be that bad now. MP9 Tess says, quick work made over the Glocks. And with his teammates fast arriving out through mid, no worries here. 9-10 is a dead man.
It's reassuring for Tessez to save that great deagle kill from Blitz, but goes no further. And here is the buy for the MongolZ. Really starting this game on hard mode. Sure, they won that first pistol, but 7-5 down and pistol converted for Falcons. It's going to have to be one hell of a T-side if this comeback is to be a reality. I don't know. Across the board, Falcons hitting harder. He got it.
MongolZ are moving quickly.
Through
They're ahead of that block smoke. That's not going to do anything to slow them down. Karrigan gets the info at least, but the A site starts to feel very claustrophobic. Cobra full blind. Continuing to put pressure on from short, and Monte just trying to dance around this smoke is getting whittled down. It's the Kyosuke backstab that looks to bail them out. Bomb here on the back of Blitz. Captain who trusts himself a lot in these clutch moments.
Love this reroute. So quick.
Even if you expect one, you won't be ready for both out of the long side.
They definitely saw him there. At a certain point, if you just run about 2 seconds, just swing it together. Nice. Kyosuke, just, I mean, a millisecond on that timing. Saw his leg go round the corner, and so Blitz had the right idea, but Dawn's a little too late. Making a great move in the mid-round. Despite, you know, that play for NiKo maybe could have just won the round straight up, but hyper flank for Kyosuke shoots 3 players in the back. Yeah, frustrating death, but right now, Falcons laughing all the way to the bank.
Be a very galvanizing win for the Falcons if they're able to take it cleanly. That's been their big struggle here in Astana. Low econ round to deal with here. And so paranoid about the B play because of that. Blitz B smoke leads them to believe that they're correct in their read, but I think Blitz is heading through CT. Chance to deal with Monte. And firing off though as that short play comes in, he'll give up the space, and so now this position from Blitz isn't worth a lot.
Bomb has been planted.
I don't know how you win this if you're MongolZ. No rifle to take a range fight. Trying to hit some deagle shots is your best bet, and so Monte found. No flash, no way, double kill comes back up, and MongolZ are doing this 3v5 in the post-palm with pistols. Check that radar, because Falcons have fumbled. 3 on 5, not a death for the MongolZ. Tech 9s and Deegs is all they need.
What fantastic shots from mzinho towards the long side, man. That Deagle deals with both. He beats an AWP and an AK at long range from the site.
Oh, flick down as well, little adjustment. Oh, flick, but wasn't exactly aiming in the right place. What a banger shot to take the AWP out. And to be honest, that felt like this game was about to be a stomp until MongolZ pull a very unlikely round out of the hat. MongolZ realize they've been gifted an opportunity and they're not willing to throw it away right now. This is a very calculated, slow round that is going to end on that B bomb site, and they're getting faked out, Falcons, right now, but there's nothing they can do about it. It's Tessa's D armor and B. Don't leave it too late. That's all I'm going to say. But good Molotov pushes Tessa's into a new position. 20 seconds. It shouldn't be possible. And so in come MongolZ.
Seeing Tessa's here. No, there's only so many places he could be, and that one shot gives it all away. No issues for the MongolZ. They're clean finish in towards that B site. 3-round game, but that buy round's coming. Still, they've at least set themselves up with money for the next couple of rounds, thanks to this clean one.
They know he's a scout, they just don't even want to peek it, really. Why bother? Oh. Help me out now. Oh, yoink. The bomb blow it? Probably not.
Terrorists win.
He's going to get it, though. So not a bad save here. Going to buy an AWP, can give someone that AK. Who gets it, NiKo or Kiyasuke?
Well, we got our answer.
Oh, I was asking you to guess, Harry.
First time out the Falcons have had to use all game.
Yeah. Are you worried? Does feel like that classic late game activation for the MongolZ. Man, when this team learn to start strong, it's over for Vitality. Kiyasuke loves this position, but eventually given a path to leave. Waiting for NiKo close middle, but Catwalk is very open right now. Want to see back on the bomb site. NiKo hears everything as they climb up Cat. They're still hedging their bets on the late mid to B. That doesn't look like the case at the moment.
Hoping that reblock on short changes things.
This is a round where Monte's going to need to hit his shots, although is that back off coming? Because look at them leave. Seems like this will be the mid to B after all. What Falcons have been waiting for from the start of the round.
Sticking to their guns on this. NiKo never moved. Kiyasuke nearby to support him.
Oh, he got him! 20 seconds though, where are you going?
Gotta get a move on. Gotta make up your mind. That's the bomb dropped and the backstab in from Carrigan. Looks to seal their fate down here in middle. 9-10 doesn't have the time or the health to go anywhere. The blitz backstab won't be able to arrive in time. Kiyasuke runs for the hills as Falcons steal that round from the MongolZ.
Oh, great round from Kiyasuke. Perfect cover for NiKo, and it just runs away when he has to win the round, refusing to give up that 1v1. I love that Carrigan pushes long as well. It's the perfect move to crunch MongolZ with low time in middle. NiKo had all that info from earlier. Carrigan reacts very well. And so Falcons, a difficult round, but that short block smoke did change the tune for the MongolZ. Wonder what caused the change of the call there. They really had no info to work with, it felt like. MongolZ didn't know where anyone was. And Falcons sat in their setup the entire round. Decision they'll come to regret here as they've got one more buy to survive. Gonna need a bomb plant if you want to keep full rifles going. But I mean, look at Falcons. They have FAMAS double SMG. It's not pretty.
And 10 with the spawn. You're not going to get another peek there. Tessez on that little jiggle. It's all the info he needs.
Okay, NiKo crossing over. Oh dear, just spam off sound. I saw him go back. But MongolZ, I don't think they want to doubt themselves again. They wanted this cat play last time. It's tempting once more. I want to see AWP on long. So MongolZ go into the eye of the storm.
Smoke leaves a little to be desired though. mzinho's down a path through it, right in to the Monte AWP. Gets his and then falls back, set up to play retake here. You've seen Falcons fumble this round once already. 5-on-3 this time. Got to be cleaner.
No flash to retake short. They leave the AWP there for the clutch.
Can't afford to sneak this. MP7 gets to close in on 9-10. Techno with the pickup. Want to see a NiKo with the reply. Techno can't clutch as NiKo's FAMAS proves to be the answer. Massive 3K from him. The other two belonging to Monte. That's been your heavy hitters for the Falcons, and they both deliver there onto that point.
Yeah, massive from Falcons, moving away from short this time and just fragging out side by side. I think somewhat scared from the last time they went back up cats. Big triple from NiKo. And Falcons probably feeling some relief after losing that previous situation. This one coming out a lot cleaner. Learning their lesson. And sure, MongolZ get the bomb plant. They get a decent enough buy to stay in this game, but they have felt a bit gapped in this match. 12-7, numerous opportunities for Falcons to close on their map pick. Monte now getting involved in middle as well. Going to give him a quick rotation to that B site. And he'll need it. No one there but Tessez right now with the MP9. This is punishable. The whole map is quiet. Kiyasuke gets back in position.
Molly forces the go-ahead a little earlier.
Whoa!
The MongolZ wanted 9-10 and Cobra come through with the entries though. So it can be forgotten about. B's been broken into. Falcons are too far removed.
Oh, so much damage, though. If one of those kills connects for Kiyasuke, let alone both of them, then Falcons are certainly eyeing this one up, but the money is not there to risk it. So a little pocket pick into this B bomb site throws MongolZ one more round at the end. Awkward round to lose, but one that you can write off. And I mean, at the end of the day, it comes down to one more bullet. Needing to connect there for Kiyasuke on his spray.
Terrorists win.
The MongolZ have more depth on this T side, because right now A's feeling pretty closed. Have yet to really try too much at long.
Carrigan takes the hit, drops his rifle over to Tessez just to help that B site out a little bit. Don't want your B anchor on constant SMGs down the close of this half. And look at the walk for Kiyasuke.
Wow.
With the AWP covering over on short, you've got quite the army to face out here in middle. 3 players go gunning for these early fights. And Monte trade keeps things in Falcons' favor.
Meanwhile, the rest of Falcons just spam blocking in their positions. MongolZ know both Long and B have only one player, but there's very little they can do about it. Resmokes come down, and MongolZ are all split up right now with that bomb in limbo. Just going to have to frag their way out of this situation. Is there a flash for Cobra, or does he just walk into Monte? 3 kills deep into this round. One of the top players of this event, and for a reason. His Dust2s have been sublime. And MongolZ just keep walking into this AWP. Falcons back off on short. That gives a bit of room for MongolZ to maybe lay and execute a trap. Falcons fear of long. And so MongolZ are getting closer and closer. Is this a m0NESY ace to take the map?
Oh, 3 kills to the good right now. m0NESY, chance to close this map in style. NiKo lends a helping hand, and for mzinho, he's getting boxed in, surrounded here on all sides. m0NESY will seal the deal with a stellar 4K that AWP sings as Falcons lock in Dust2.
Falcons claims Dust2. Much better showing than what we've seen.
More than one round on
from
CT
them.
side. Hell yeah. Let's
It
go,
was really
Falcons.
good. Minus
They've done it.
They're not going to give it a bag, Dust.
Yeah, no bag for you.
Listen, I gotta try, bro. Come on.
No,
Team, this is a classic map, and there's certainly the firepower to get through it. Let's see if MongolZ have something special prepared for this one. Because it was a, I'd say, disappointing game from the MongolZ. Potential, what ifs, but not quite. m0NESY showed up, that's for sure, so he gets a CT side start and potentially the AWP soon as well.
Solo B for Kiyasuke. Double apps take an active stance in this pistol. That's 2 entries for mzinho. Might even be able to make it a third. NiKo knows he can't afford to go down here as the MongolZ quickly try and arrive at this A site. NiKo puts them in baskets. They're leaving in caskets. NiKo's head on a swivel, ready for the abs pop as well. mzinho cut down that 3K, all he manages. NiKo bails out the Falcons.
Yeah, mzinho puts his hands up. What more could I do? Double entry. NiKo just locks down porch side, hitting every single headshot. And side by side with the Prodigy, push down Banana. It's all 5 between him and Kiyasuke. Got a feel for mzinho here. Everybody falters. And NiKo hits some sharp shots. He has certainly been playing some of his best since karrigan joined this team. mzinho just drops over this AK to 910. This guy's a laser on the rifle. But Falcons just block middle. Send him back to spawn. Full banana control, but after clearing it out, karrigan won't overcommit, allowing MongolZ to retake this space. Oh, they're beating that smoke, buddy. But he'll peek right in, 1 for 1. Damage done to the AK. Maybe worth handing it over.
Oh my
Blitz,
god,
man.
I mean, only Blitz would do that. Here's NiKo spraying away and decides, screw it, I'll run it in with karrigan dead at the back of B. MongolZ have broken in.
Blitz is probably my favorite player, dude. He's actually psychotic. Full jump through the smoke, chases the next. He's got a knife now, he's dead.
I just love the way his brain works.
So insane.
He is like a mad scientist.
Hair poking up in the air, he's just been electrocuted.
Ooh.
There's no kit, or I'd have some concern.
Oh yeah, no, honestly, I'm winning this. It's just nice shots at the end, isn't it?
Won't complain. He'll trap one more man in the bomb site. So, oh, Cobra gets out with 1. Does he? No, he died to bomb. So 1 gun saved here for MongolZ, but an eco win, a force buy win with that hero AK from 910. So huge round to pick up here for the MongolZ. If Kyosuke waited till that smoke bloomed in Banana before he swung, he would have just had that 1 kill and gotten out. I think he went a little soon on that. It's Falcons with a timeout. Because ultimately, this is not really a map they've been playing all too much this season. For a while, it was their pick. But better judgment prevailed, and we see a lot of Ancient from this squad, even though they batted out against MongolZ second phase of this series.
I think also, you know, like for the rest of them, we kind of got away from because there was a time where like this was a really rough map to see them on. And that was back when they were picking it. But I think there was the idea they started to get over that hump a little bit when you think about some of the squads they were able to beat on this map, taking Vitality down on it a number of times. Besting FURIA on it when FURIA were kind of at their peak.
Yeah.
So some like super legit wins as time went on. As you say, one that they haven't had to bring out all too much this last season. Pistols here give the MongolZ a run for their money.
Tessus runs out of mouse pad there.
The Kyosuke and Karrigan have this 2v2 in them.
Needed that one, you feel.
Yeah, clean open with the Deeg. Suddenly the conversation's very much there, but with that not coming through, mzinho is able to stop the Karrigan walkabout. And so crisis averted for the MongolZ.
Scary round into a crossfire like that, but MongolZ put the pistols down, and this is where they get the chance to streak ahead on this T side. Honestly's Orb coming in the next round. All things considered. It's a good start to this game for the MongolZ. A team that we have been saying all series, start slow and come back. Didn't really get the comeback last map.
Last map was Karrigan's highest rated performance in the Falcons jersey yet.
Yeah, joins top kills to his last one, so that was nice to see. Definitely had a lot of impact in the early T-side rounds. Oh! Oh! Got him. All under control here, 5 alive, despite the dinks.
Tess says maybe the GOAT of almost doing cool stuff with the pistols.
Hey, he got 2 in that pit hold.
Exactly, it was almost enough. Here's Falcons with the guns back out. Orb for Monte.
the one map where not having a kit doesn't really matter because you're saving anyway.
Now that you've said that, watch him lose this round by 1 second or something.
Yeah.
Let's see. It's an early triple start over towards B. Karrigan and Kyosuke facing with NiKo lining up some supportive flashes.
Ouch. Oh, the flash got him. So he couldn't finish that spray. Techno on his last legs, but walking nonetheless. Tessa's pushes past the Molotov. Uh-oh, full blind recovers in time in that AWP miss, but still no punish here for MongolZ.
Oh, you want to try and go to Monte again? The sneaking from Blitz right into his crosshair. Not the guy you would have nominated to be shift walking around that corner with how he likes to play. But it's returned the advantage to the Falcons. 9-10 in an interesting position here. Arch wrap going to be attempted. NiKo's got eyes on it, but for how long? Will CS timing take over? Nope, stays on the line, gets the spot. Still, he's cut off from the B rotate now and just decides to die in the fire, I
He got
guess.
stuck on something on top of that table.
Karrigan solo B hold. But a gap on this smoke to try and work his way through. Teammates closing in up through Banana. You'd love even one from Karrigan here. That's
drop.
the bomb plant denied. And that's the round.
No way, Karrigan. Able to just slip through that smoke, and they're checking back sight right there. They are not eyes on. That seconds difference. And what a perfect kill to win the round for the Falcons. That is ridiculous. Well, that'll give you some good rating. Oh dear, it's a kicker of a round to lose for the MongolZ because put that bomb down, suddenly you're favored. That was Karrigan very low.
Kyosuke flashed in again for the Banana fight, and this time far better results.
Walked through mid-smoke. Hello. Realizing that's triple B because NiKo got the flash assist. So Cobra's taking the gap. He's heard NiKo and spawn. Should be an easy kill. NiKo running in. 3 on 5 and MongolZ have position to keep your attention. Honestly picks to hold the long side. But through the smoke into Karrigan. Just what Karrigan wanted.
Whole time, Bomb's been back on ramp with 9-10 anyway. So weren't ever really in the position to try and go quick into this A play. 9-10's even been wounded as he looked up through Banana. Gonna go link up with mzinho. That Monte AWP continues to be an issue. And 9-10's so hurt from that Banana skirmish. Really doesn't have any choice but not to play.
Monte's everywhere. I thought they had that gap on long. He immediately takes it back. So, I mean, Cobra had so much room, but opts to take a risk instead of waiting for his team to join him. I mean, that's how MongolZ live and die, isn't it? Pushing through smokes like that. In this case, it is death.
Counter-terrorists win.
Falcons back-to-back rounds. There's a pace change coming. I mean, they tried to take Banana quick that round. It was perfect flashes from NiKo. He's getting very strong utility in Banana right now, supporting this triple B start, and Falcons are going for every single round.
Yeah, they still have yet to be punished on the other side of the map for it. This time, Monte makes an appearance here with the AWP. I feel like that's got to change the plan for the MongolZ. You now know it's another one of these early B starts. Tech9 tries to break ahead of the molly.
Oh,
Kiyosuke's got the cover.
I thought they were trying to get out there, but 910 hangs around and the flash hits him again. So, nice shot. But MongolZ are still learning that Falcons are not giving away this control for free. It is coming at the cost of their life. Monte, second shot connect, and Tessas has seen you. So you're going nowhere. Back to spawn with you, MongolZ. Falcons just keep building on this CT side, and you'd kind of expect a pick up a pace on middle, right? We saw Cobra take that gap last round where he walked through the mid smoke. MongolZ feel like the kind of team that should just be punishing this triple B.
You feel like surely with that walkout through the apartments out of mzinho, they now realize like it's triple B every round. I was also kind of curious because for the longest time, like the meta shifted away from these constant banana fights, and the one team that still did it consistently were the Falcons.
Yeah.
Would that change now that Karrigan's in here? This is the first time we've seen this roster play it, but nope, it has not. They're going to try and go in banana again.
All right.
Kiyosuke sleeping up there at top B. However, it is a slaughter past that point. Karrigan collects 4, pads out those stats, and puts down the B assault.
Yeah, it's Glocks. We can write it off. A nice entry, but still triple B. And to me, I think a lot of that for MongolZ is just trying to, again, confirm, okay, do they do it again? Even on Eco, do they still play triple B? And they got that confirmation once more. So what do they want to do with that info? It's still a mind game. You would expect Falcons know, MongolZ know. It'd be crazy to keep going triple B. But they might just try it. Let's see how MongolZ decide to deal with this problem. Because with how fast these rounds have gone, this is Inferno, and even if there's some saves, some slower rounds, MongolZ are losing the round in the first 30 seconds, it feels like. They're getting put into 2v4s, they're getting slaughtered by Kiyosuke and Karrigan and NiKo at Banana. So there's a problem to solve here, MongolZ, and part of it could just be waiting out this Banana util. What is the answer for Mara?
All right, not triple B this time.
There it is.
And so the MongolZ, they've been telling themselves for the last 9 rounds, they can't go B every round, and this time they're right.
Still Falcons are active though. They're using that aggressive apps play to get info. Tessus clears it, goes back. And after MongolZ make a bit of a fuss in Banana, gonna walk back up middle. There's no warp in this T side either. Monte is still ever present. Not exactly playing scared is Monte. Not be a bad time for a re-smoke in middle. MongolZ are right here on the cusp. But Falcons go back to bomb site. Monte rotates triple B. It's as Falcons reclaim Banana. They might reconsider this. There's a lot of resources right now. MongolZ have picked up the pace. They're going back to mid to B.
Oh my god, they are going B with the bomb.
Through the
this
smoke.
This is crazy. Monte is 3 dudes coming his way. They're already past him in the spawn side. Clean execution out of Blitz.
910 killed his teammate in Banana.
Karrigan won't be able to win this round by stealing away that bomb plant. Instead, he's just got to try and buy some time. Wait, the bomb is still Banana. Hasn't moved a muscle. You won't suspect this. 910, good for the first. If NiKo can put him down.
What? Back to A. No, Karrigan's still here, guys. Karrigan thought they were leaving. 20 seconds, he can win the round.
Oh, 3 players there ready to face him. And you know what? Fair play, Falcons, for not really knowing what was happening in that round.
I don't think MongolZ
We
did
had the
either.
X-ray and the radar, and I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, well, 910 killed the Banana play, but he also killed his teammate in the same spray.
Oh, respect.
So he didn't want to keep going because they didn't know where Karrigan was, right? Was he half wall? Was he hiding coffins? Was he backside? And so 910's playing safe, letting his team clear B for him, and that's when Falcons get the mid push off. So yeah, he gets trapped. He doesn't trigger discipline. It gets a bit scary, but good cover. MongolZ move in a pack. They at least trade out efficiently here. Yeah, that's fair. I'd kill my teammate too in that. 910 still hits so hard on this rifle.
We've always said with the MongolZ, man, it's a team where everyone wants to be the AWPer.
Except
and
the
their
AWPer.
AWPer could be such a good rifler.
Honestly, if a Mongolian superstar orb appeared,
Yeah, like the Mongolians, I would rock
I wouldn't cut 910. Put him on AK, he's fine. But now you'd have a new second AWPer, so Blitz wouldn't be happy. Maybe that's it, Harry. Maybe they cut Senzu so Blitz could AWP. You never know.
All right, B push. Yasuke might be blind, doesn't make him any less deadly. Good for the first. Molly burns out the next guys that try and come through. And NiKo's even spotted that they were trying to scale over the top. Yasuke with a quick reposition in amidst this chaos as NiKo's got him covered. And Tessez was going to commit to this, but then realizes, wait a minute, I can be a little cheeky here.
Oh, what? Caught escaping, but they're going to recommit because they killed NiKo. Knowing Kiyasuke is alone for now. He plays back in spawn. This is a good setup for Falcons. They can close the back door, but also not die for the site. Tessez can't afford to give them this kill. Nice reflash from Monte, and now they run back into Tessez, patiently waiting. Falcons do not overplay their hand, and Kiyasuke is turning into quite the rock on this B site. Liking what Falcons are doing right now. MongolZ are trying to get tricky. But they are just relentless on this B hit. Anything to stay away from Monte, I guess.
Problem is, like, usually, you know, with the MongolZ, you're always willing to buy into the craziness, but here there's so much indecision in the mid-rounds that it's giving way too much time to the Falcons, you know? Like, the time you spend running between B and A is just time for Falcons to get ahead of you, and that's what's happened kind of multiple times in these T-side rounds thus far. And sure, the craziness worked in that one B hit, but more often than not, it isn't. In fact, they do all that only to still try and end B. I know Blitz changed his mind when he was last alive, but that barely feels like it counts. It's all a bit too chaotic. Great util softens up Blitz.
Okay, Kiyasuke gets flashed back in. It was a great flash, but Blitz just fires through.
Well, you know someone flashed for him. You know the tendency to start triple B. NiKo is here.
Hello. Goodbye. Does that draw them back? Anything but to play into Monte's orb. They've got 4 here right now. They're just going to walk it in. NiKo, oh, caught jumping, but it's a nice trade to keep MongolZ in this round, and Monte has at least slipped past mzinho, but is he really considering this?
Bomb has been planted.
Save would be apt. Monte wants to play the game, and the game plays him. He can buy an AWP. That's his teammate's problem. Sorry guys, no money. So we're going to have a couple of players on SMGs here at the last round for Falcons, and MongolZ have set themselves up to split the half.
I mean, yeah, if Monte did save, you would have had like a proper buy here.
Yeah. Did feel like exits weren't gonna change anything here.
No, and you're dead on. It felt like that because it wasn't going to. It's kind of all the risk, none of the reward.
Oh, careful, you hear those nades. NiKo knows it's coming.
Oh, Blind gonna try and phase into the smoke. 910 gets run at. And NiKo playing it forward is a great move. Techno might have slipped the net, but he's all alone. 1v5. Falcons seem aware that someone made it past.
Techno's in one of those positions where I'm out long. Wait, you're all dead? Oh. Nothing to do here. Falcons waiting for that info to come their way, and it's about to. They shot Odyssey, swing for Tesses, 1-2 punch, and NiKo will find that third. Patience pays off. Great half for Kiyosuke and NiKo. I think a lot of NiKo's impact as well, not even just coming from his kills, but the utility he's throwing, the rotates he's making. Falcons had a great idea of what MongolZ were doing at the start of every single round. All in all, I think it could have gone a lot worse for the MongolZ, finding a couple more at the end of the half when they lost 4 rounds in a row, rather. 5 will be enough. We said that on Dust2, and Falcons just finished strong.
I mean, when MongolZ were in this position on Dust, the pistol got away from them, and that just put Falcons into such a prime position. And they could forget about the kind of lack of success in those rifle rounds in the first half by winning this pistol here and now. Got dual Berettas for Techno, nice little chunky util there as he's left solo over towards B. So more than enough resources for him to be able to stick this out and allow the quad stack for the MongolZ on the other end of the map. And that's a good way to start.
98 damage headshot. You feel a bit robbed. But Monte is very limited now. Got to be throwing utility instead. Techno ready to block. He is all on his own, so don't wait too long with this smoke. But he knows utility will be coming first.
Falcons are glad he dropped that in now, because they were lining up their smokes, their flashes. Just want him to beat the timing. They're going to try and come through this with those flashbangs. Techno allowed to get out with one, left full blind, and in the chaos 9-10 was hoping he could make a move. Doesn't happen. The next 2 coming up from Banana side. No one here to meet them. Falcons get set up in their post plants. They've got crossfires established. Clean shot for Blitz and info now. Both these remaining players. Go with the reposition, hoping that Tesses can buy him some time to wrap around spawn side, but that doesn't come through. And now NiKo's got to seal this with taps. Defuse is covered by the pillar, and so NiKo pressures on him to make a move. Blitz buys enough time, and the MongolZ rob that pistol round.
It feels like NiKo's banking on Tesses taking one with him there. That bomb is not for him. MongolZ just fearless 10-second stick in the open because NiKo's back in CT. It's a nice round for MongolZ, a sick retake in a man-down round, but it's kind of an awkward reposition for NiKo. And he can just keep the pressure on for Coffins without needing to commit. Banger shots for Blitz. One more body shot would have saved the round there for NiKo.
You always get this bloody scoreline. Everyone loves it. Everyone's losing their minds right now, I can just tell. You can run from it, you can hide from it, but 6-7 arrives all the same, Hugo.
Okay.
MongolZ looking to tie things up at 7-all. Tesses dead, that gun gone.
Might be worth saving, yeah. Got kind of slaughtered in middle. And an extra AK for the MongolZ. I guess someone told him to get the loss bonus. What if they ran away now? No, MongolZ would never. They take the fight. And NiKo loses his AK. That's surprising, to be honest. I feel like T-side, Inferno, just lose the loss bonus. You have a chance next round. Someone can take a MAC-10 in the 4-buy. Doesn't have to be you.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think NiKo had armor. So that was probably...
He did. No?
No, he didn't.
He didn't? Oh, I'm crazy.
Yeah, so that's why.
Damn.
So take back everything you just said.
Yeah, I guess so. That's fair. But then Monte buys armor this round anyway.
Yeah, but how's NiKo meant to know he's going to do that, bro?
I don't know.
Ilya, you buy armor next round?
Someone can always buy armor.
Like, now they're all on the same page at least.
Okay.
Bro. It's fine. It's all good.
Oh, man, imagine if he had an AK there. No, I'm trolling. Creepy crawling. Ooh. Maybe. MongolZ are slow to react. They're staying on B for now, trusting in their crossfire in this site. And for good reason. Strong positions, just Eagles. What could go wrong?
Oh my god, Monte hit a blinder, but they can't follow up on a mzinho.
Oh, sick.
Transfer is good, and the MongolZ take the lead. Damn.
Seven, 5 down. 3 straight rounds. MongolZ back in business. And now some answers need to be given by Falcons in their rifle rounds.
Triple B start for the MongolZ, maybe going to try and give Falcons a taste of their own medicine. 9-10. Forced back by the util, hung around for one shot. Falcons might look to uppercut you here. They've got that top banana control. Anything that gives you any doubt is Tessa's still lurking out towards the apartments, but you see he's slowly peeling back to link up with the rest of them. Orp here gives you some pause, right? The idea that that was the triple B start for the MongolZ. So they won't decide to go quickly. They know they've forced a lot of util out of the B site. You can revisit that later if you want to.
What's Kerrigan cooking?
Smoke out over towards the long side. And this smoke poses a question to the MongolZ. Are they going to come through it? Are they going to wrap Arch? Well, they've got players on both ends of this smoke.
Splitting up,
And
though.
hits the no scope, and Blitz holding the other side of it. Cool idea, but MongolZ have eyes on all the avenues that lead out of that smoke grenade, and so now trapped down here on short, it gets very claustrophobic for the Falcons. No surviving the cross, a clean-up round from the MongolZ.
Sick from 9-10, right? Monte struggled to, if he didn't pick the right site off spawn, he was kind of not playing into that first half. 9-10 is everywhere in this round. I mean, I get the idea for Falcons. You just see what happens when it all goes wrong. You play both sides thinking, hey, they'll only cover one. But MongolZ full rotated, 4 players A, and they have both sides of that smoke, so it just makes Falcons look a little silly when it goes down like that. Offering up 2 free kills. Falcons yet to give us a competitive round on this T side. Now Now MongolZ are getting eager, pushing down Banana. Leaving Blitz here, not giving it up at all. Re-smoke available. And AWP to cover. A lethal hold in this A site. NiKo's hoping for an overextension.
All in, out into A. Up the short side, out through the apartments, and into this crossfire. Just an absolute slaughter. The Monte Dig, often the case, it's good for one, but that's it.
Oh, they just look so comfortable in every one of these positions. mzinho, another multi-kill from the pit. He is a really difficult guy to get past right now. Falcons are throwing themselves at him. You'll see why MongolZ was so obsessed with the B bomb site in that first half. It is just simpler. Spacing easier, trading. But right now, Falcons getting ripped apart, piece by piece. 5 rounds on this CT side in a row. Honestly, AWP finally comes through on this T side. Will it be the difference maker? Uh-oh. It's an entry onto B. NiKo pre-fires CT. And that might just set them up for an execute, but MongolZ almost jumped on it there in middle. Falcons pull all the way back and just go in together. Strength in numbers. Uh-oh. Volume 2 connects. Oh, does he know? Contact.
NiKo on the entry over towards B. Used to be one of the most fearsome entrymen in towards this side of the map, but dead at the door. Doesn't even do a point of damage.
Double volley.
Okay. Good for the double entry, and suddenly the round's back on. 9-10 AWP in the retake. mzinho up through Banana. Hoping that someone from Falcons offers something to this AWP. 9-10 can afford to go slowly for now. mzinho's still a little ways away, having to clear every one of these corners out through the Banana. Taser gets rid of that AWP. One less thing to worry about, but now is to hold his nerve in the clutch. mzinho, time running out. Got to be quick here, and Taser, no time for his games. Just takes that fight straight up.
Yeah,
Big clutch to win, breaking this streak out of the MongolZ and getting the Falcons on the board. This was a 7-5 half.
Taser doesn't want the pistol to repeat itself where he's dancing and trying to dodge and use sound round behind U-Box. Just full swings to finish that round. Good confidence on display in what has been a very shaky T-side here for the Falcons. Finally breaking through by the skin of their teeth.
Yeah, it's far from comfortable, right? But a round nonetheless. AWP for Monte makes another appearance. As Carrigan takes the hit, Mac 10 for him in this round, waiting outside of A with the triple B start. The window is open for this A play.
Going quick as well. Classic how long.
Full blind. They get past him. Fast flanking through Banana, but NiKo hears all of this. He's got those reinforcements delayed, and that gives the rest of the Falcons time to just focus forward, focus fire into the A site. And so a perfect time for that pace change over at A. Falcons starting to hit their stride with back-to-back rounds.
Exactly the round I expected from the MongolZ in that first half when they kept seeing, Monte B or NiKo B as well throwing flashes. Just a fast mid-pop. And no better round to do it after you win out Banana control, right? That was a round that Falcons rushed Banana with Monte's AWP and got full control because MongolZ didn't want it. And so a bit of fear used against them. Falcons' explosive A play and a simple entry onto Cobra Zero has a cascading effect. 1 round game now. Money is good for the moment. MongolZ can get a couple of buys in here.
Oh, Blitz, those nades.
And he's still...
Got your name written on it, man. That's purposeful. Blitz likes to play this corner. All three dunk him down. He's basically a dead man. You see all that util, that's going to keep the triple B in tow, right? The idea that it gets tagged up, they hang around an extra few seconds, he starts to rotate out, but he's not much of a reinforcement at this point in the round.
Smoke timing is annoying. Falcons are going through though, and inside since KobraZera, they don't even know because Techno takes the glory. Falcons, that's a bit desperate. Going through that smoke, they get sidelined. Ugly spray for Tesses. One more where that came from, but is it too late? Ooh. Apparently not. 2v5 brewing, they've got the site.
Kiyasuke's kept the dream alive, and now a chance at that plant. Monte's got it. Kiyasuke just staying gun on. Delayed plant for Monte has given the MongolZ a little bit more time to work with. He's just got to block Moto and fall on back. Good. It's not the best smoke you've ever seen.
It's a tunnel for Monte. He hits his. Easily done. The double AWP post plant. 2v5. 4K from Kiyasuke. I can't believe Blitz walks through on his own. That feels like a massive mistake for the captain on low health. No teammate behind him. Just stumbles through that smoke. Think of Tesses' whiff in that round. They win that.
And now the MongolZ are at the end of their tether. See frustration setting in. And if they lose this, they're broken. That puts Falcons on the track to the win, the track to those playoffs. Far more standard setup for the MongolZ. This is not the type of round to be taking crazy risks in.
Especially not when we've seen 2 rounds where Falcons exploit the gap on long. They're still fearful. 9-10 rotates with the orb. Blitz holds B solo. Considering his final bit of utility here, 40 seconds, Falcons are eyeing up this A site.
Going into the stack.
Lucky.
It's exactly what the MongolZ want. They've got to close on this round to save themselves in the series. 9-10 starting to peel away, but still close by as the sight hit comes in. Good flashes, good openers. Cobra trying to barrel on through, gets the lineup and saves the day. NiKo left as the sole survivor, brings him down low and finishes the job. And now you've got this head-to-head Blitz. Moving in a little later, out towards top mid, gets here quickly and quietly. It's a guessing game for NiKo. Is he able to piece this one together? 2 kills deep already, got to cement it with the hat trick. If Falcons want to win this,
no.
The swing lets him down, and Blitz delivers in that clutch. The MongolZ don't go down without a fight.
Oh, Captain shows up when they need him most. May have fumbled the previous, but Blitz saves this. And that felt just made for NiKo, clearing everything on perfect timing, perfect crosshair placement, could not connect the headshot. And so MongolZ break that streak of 3. A massive hold for KobraZera. in the middle of the site, 3 kills, and delays NiKo for so long on that last. But Blitz picks it up. And MongolZ that one step closer to a third map in this series. Mirage bound to be a brawl if they can get there. Timeout first. Finances dangling. And I mean, if whoever loses this round is going to be broke. It all comes down to this.
You win that last one as the MongolZ to dodge that free path to the win, or at least keep yourselves in it, but that pressure never truly goes away. You're dead on. Both teams' money on the edge. Is it really just going to be a pacey round in towards A? There's no effort to take Banana. Boost up for Cobrazera, hero of that last round. Playing in tandem was meant to be the case that you walk into the meat grinder, but Falcons blister their way on through.
Dude, mzinho took his hands off his mouse. He scratched his head as they mid-popped.
No way.
Yeah. Just for a millisecond. Like, he got it back in time, but that definitely affected him. Oh, disaster.
No way. Itching his head just cost him the round.
Yeah. I mean, everyone got massacred. It was a nice pop. The flashes were right there, but that did not look like good timing for mzinho. Top performer here for the MongolZ on an MP9 up close, and Falcons just destroy middle. They're going hunting as well. They're going fishing. Getting these guns out is going to affect MongolZ buy.
Yeah,
What?
this is a very punishing hunt. Looking like they will get out with the AWP. The big ticket item at least survives.
But yeah, if I'm MongolZ, I'm buying here. Gonna drop a rifle over and just try and use your best bet, which is the AWP, to find a map point. It's Falcons who just eviscerated them in middle. High risk call, but that's Karrigan. And it pays off for now.
Maybe an itch Falcons want to scratch is trying to win on this banana fight.
Last time they went through the smoke, there were 2 players waiting. And not doing that again. Cobrazera with the M4 boosted in apps. 9-10 Orbs is mid. And Falcons waiting for now. This could get messy. Orb just moves in, catches Tessez. 4 players around this corner, gotta be careful. 9-10 has to burn that molly to get away from the nade. It costs him a smoke.
Bomb's going B.
Was always meant to. Blitz blocks again. Is that his last one?
Now HE to break this open.
Oh, 9-10 gives him a smoke as well. A feeble fake by Karrigan, throwing some util on A, but 9-10 is backside AWP. There is no molly to burn him out. This is on 9-10 and Blitz. The series, the playoff point for Falcons, all on this.
Opening kill goes the way of that SMG, and now the 9-10 AWP given some room to work. Flash leaves 9-10 wrecked. Kiyosuke's opened things up, but barreling through is Techno. All those SMGs bring the fight to the Falcons, and it's the MongolZ getting onto map point first.
I think SMGs might have done better than rifles could have in that position. Jumping through the smokes with flashes in your face. Falcons so low on time, had no time to waste, and they just get caught between position. Stuck in the pool. MongolZ drown them with a 12th round. I love that call for the MongolZ. Full chaos and relief as overtime at worst is locked in. That's the last time out of regulation burned by Falcons. No AWP for Monte here. And MongolZ did the hard part, you'd like to think, winning with lesser weaponry. Falcons have struggled to find what consistently works in this map on the T side. Couple of explosive long pops have been their best moves. But B is closed.
Of Utel frees up one of these B players to play an earlier rotation, and it might be needed because now on the long side, Kiyosuke, ooh, put down through the smoke. Cobra finds him from bad to worse for the Falcons. They're left with 3, shambling their way up through Banana, looking for this B hit. They've got a 3-on-2 in front of them, but they've got to get these entries, and they've got to get them cleanly if they want to have any chance in this post plant. Will it get that far? Techno dead first. Blitz spams away, and the MongolZ get it done. The full 24 rounds needed. The MongolZ still have more fight in them. Playoffs decided on a 3rd and final map.
Okay, so at halftime the score was 7-5 to the Falcons. I know we criticized their T sides a lot, but this one, 11, it didn't look terrible. However, MongolZ was still able to claw it back. So my question to you is, how did they do it?
I mean, I do think Falcons.
Who they really struggled on that opener against Magic on this very map. It took a 9-3 comeback into overtime to close it out. A really poor CT side, which is a surprise to see for the MongolZ, a team that historically have had great results on this very map. Even thinking back to winning EWC or a major final against Team Vitality. So I think we got a competitive series, but I'm definitely hedging my bets the way of Falcons. A bit of a slower finish there on Inferno. Nice to see MongolZ wake up. We didn't get that on Dust. But we go right into this third map here to see who's going to make it into the Barys Arena here in Astana.
Mid-control taken for the Falcons in this pistol. And I set on an A play. On the ramp side, Tessa's dealt with straight away as this con presence is also mopped up very, very quickly. This is started to look rough for the Falcons. Garrigan on for a late backstab, but it hinges on NiKo getting away with something here back in the connector. 2 captains clash and Blitz comes out ahead. Tricky round here for NiKo. He'd need the ace clutch. Only has info on 2 of these players, and even then, as time passes, they could be anywhere. Never seen Techno 4K, so it comes as a surprise when he plays out from the jungle side. That's a pistol round for the MongolZ.
Yeah, a massive pistol here. We've seen all these strong starts for Falcons across this series. So MongolZ getting out with the bag straight away. And no bomb plant for Falcons either, so should be an easy start to this game here now for the MongolZ. Some of the best pistol players in the world on this team, right? Sure have expectations of Monte and NiKo, without a doubt, but MongolZ always fun to watch. Techno's even gonna, well, they get the SMG, 4 rifles here for MongolZ, straight to the top of middle. As Falcons wait for an overcommitment, Blitz will not give them one. Interesting to hear that interview of Carrigan talking about expectations and, while not laying them out on the line necessarily for this event, I think it's still clear to be expected that this team should be in the playoffs. And this felt like the perfect test, given the previous run of teams we've seen Falcons play here so far in Astana have not been top squads. This is without a doubt the best and the most proven team that Falcons would have to defeat to make it in to the arena. And they have taken them for a spin.
I mean, I think a team like MOUZ, having locked theirs in earlier today, only puts more pressure on the Falcons, right? The idea that for MOUZ, it was more of a full revamp, right? New man as the IGL and Exertion, bringing in 2 new players you're kind of uncertain on, in Zelex from the Academy and JL, effectively out of retirement. You know, taking a big gamble here. It is an IGL change, right, with the Carrigan addition, but the rest of the squad remains the same, and Falcons always haven't been so public about how much money and resources have been poured into this team. Expectations are still high.
Yeah, it was never a team that was getting grouped anyway, right? Like if you ever since Kiyosuke joined, it's a team that was making playoffs at every single event. So, all right, let's get into the gun rounds here. It's explosive off the rip. Falcons out the ramp, and MongolZ in the palace push their face and find every single kill. Facing the dirt here for Falcons, not a single frag in their first gun round. MongolZ flexing. That is right into the stack and right back to pistols for Falcons.
About as rough a first gun round as you could have hoped for.
You know, you mentioned that dreaded 2-2 day, Harry. That is tomorrow. 3 more BO3s. There's some scary teams in there. Winner of PVISION versus G2. One of them guaranteed. Winner of Monte Huns. Monte already showing good face. Of course, Falcons already beat them. Aurora wait there. And of course, loser of FURIA Gentlemates. Hold on. Not like this.
Crazy
surely.
double from NiKo, and it's got the round going.
Oh, he fell! Even these quick 2 trades back in middle have at least given MongolZ a shot, and they are going to charge the site. Okay, problems gone for the MongolZ. Despite 2 opening kills for NiKo, it goes no further. But the point I was making was that 2-2 day is still scary. I think a team like Aurora have proven coming in with a tenacity to this event, showing some great individual maps and some refined calling from Maja. PVISION is always a dark horse, one that Falcons are well familiar with. So safe to say, this third map of Mirage proving extremely important.
Even outside of the whole dodging play tomorrow, I think if you're a new team, you would very much appreciate the extra day to get ready for those playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
But thus far, nothing out of the Falcons to get us too excited here on Mirage. It's been the MongolZ dominating. Okay.
Still okay for now, but there's one more man who got dinked in that smoke and ramp. Monte's on 6 health. The AWP is at least going to make life a little easier, but Cobra might make it difficult. Full palace push. He's going to clear out the T-spawn soon enough, and look at MongolZ move. They know it's coming. I mean, Falcons have walked into stack after stack so far. This round is no different. 2 players at B. Big push for Cobra, not overdoing it. And a third in move. Falcons into another stack.
This has just been one step ahead in the early stages of Mirage. Dead here as he rounds the corner, but mzinho making up for it. Now the support at 9-10 arrives on that AWP with Monte dinked up earlier on. There should be no winning this. Oof. Good flick on the first. mzinho has been in great form, and an HE picked up. Just able to get away from it is Monte. Can't follow through, though, with Cobra arriving on the short side. The Mongols keep it flawless, 5-0.
Going to have to start seeing some faking for Falcons here because Mongols have believed everything they've been told. Every first volley of util, every push confirming an area clear. They are just full gambling right now. And Falcons have not given them a reason to doubt it. 5-0 with perfect positioning. And so it's time to get tricky here on this T side. Falcons are gifted a 5v4 in that round down middle. Didn't last long.
Counter-terrorists.
Saved by the bell there on that Monte clutch. So another buy comes in here. Three smokes in middle, straight away. Falcons coming through. Oh, nice. Great stack.
All right, finally a 5v4. Kiyasuke out behind these boxes, teed up with a flashbang. Very nice way to extend this advantage. It's the lower walk for mzinho, right in a Carrigan, head ripped off. 5v2. It'd be absolutely unforgivable to let this round get away from you. This should be Falcons finally breaking the silence.
Yeah, they're quite split up, but they're going to get grouped back on A. And Carrigan is also lurking B, probably going to walk in first, try and get some info for his team. Oh, 9-10 just missed it. So Carrigan might even have the drop on this AWP. Starts to make noise, though, so that's fine for Falcons. They can just charge towards A together. Techno's not going to rotate. So there's still a fight to win here for Falcons, and Techno's picked it up. Kiyasuke in connector, back turned.
This was a 5v2. Now it's hanging in the balance. 20 seconds left here.
They fight him together.
Kiyasuke closing in, and yeah, they're waiting for his arrival before they go. That at least alleviates a lot of the threat in this round. Techno dead, the 9-10 AWP with a miss. And so Falcons able to get through. Finally, that 5-round streak broken. They don't let that one get any scarier.
Yeah, they didn't cower at least. There were some awkward timings with, Palace player going first, not waiting for Ramp to come out, but ultimately they play off Kiyasuke well. Even if he dies there, they're going to get that trade. 2 players swinging stairs. So, no cause for concern just yet. First round on the board. MongolZ a nice attempt with nothing to lose, and recognizing very quickly that Carrigan was just a decoy in that B-bomb site. But they'll have to rebuy the AWP. Monte's back on his, picked up. mzinho on 200 ADR right now. Pretty incredible.
I mean, he was in great form all throughout Inferno, and he's brought that with him onto Mirage. Finishes the top performer for the Mongols up there alongside Blitz. 9-10 AWP to open up this round. And so Falcons might have found success with that first man advantage one, the 5v4 of last. This time, though, they're starting on the back foot, and it's the A-lurk removed.
Loud mid-control. That open Palace, Falcons know they have a bit of room. Ooh, Monte just missed that. Getting into place is Blitz. Staying here is crazy, but with a double scope from Monte, Blitz could peek out. They've all missed each other there, which will make this position all the more surprising if Falcons do walk into connector, and Monte have to hit a flick. He finds 9-10 back at Ticket. Blitz still waits for his time to strike, and he will. Ahead of that Molotov, dropping one. Kiyasuke, important trade. 3-on-3, NiKo's lurking B.
Kiyasuke and NiKo are both wounded. Might be time for Carrigan to put his name on the board, but he's dead straight away.
Bomb loose.
NiKo on the other side of the map knows he's got a kill here, but then really is to get a run on. He's got 20 seconds left. Bomb drop down in the connector. KobraZera taking an angle to fight here. Out towards the jungle, not expected. NiKo was not ready for that reposition out of Cobra.
It's round the world, isn't it? All the way back. CT hits the craziest timing, out bench. I thought NiKo was about to see him there. But at least re-peeks back in. Doesn't let NiKo stabilize in that clutch. And so, hey, they got their 3v3. But MongolZ still fragged their way out of that round. Broken by here. Tessa's on a pistol. Monte gets his orb. 9-10 starts window. No one here for Falcons. Holding for aggression. And fair enough, MongolZ have made a lot of moves in the CT side, right? Be it Palace pushes from KobraZera and 9-10. Be it fighting the ramp as a unit in the first gun round. And they'll do the same again. CT side where MongolZ had such trouble against Magic to start off this event. 3 rounds in that first half. They pulled it all the way back and won in many overtimes. But not having any of those slow starts today, and what a time to be 6-1 up. Felt like they were trailing behind Falcons this entire series. As soon as Falcons get to a third map, suddenly they're getting lapped. Cheeky. Oh, no way he converts that. That's bomb loose bottom mid.
The 9-10 orb. Really causing issues. It's Kiyosuke right now trying to put the team on his back with that double. Monte's eluded the window player as well, and even able to turn on a dime, dealing with KobraZera. This was man down for Falcons. And it'll end that way too. Monte dealt with on the double swing. The MongolZ keep this scoreline looking very pretty indeed.
I mean, Falcons are taking the fight, and MongolZ are happy to oblige every single time. They're clutching out these rounds by the skin of their teeth, but rounds nonetheless for the MongolZ. And, you know, these are moments where you expect Falcons to excel. But MongolZ happy to swing for the fences. Techno, big clutch. 7-1 lead. Hero AK in a pistol round here for the Falcons, and they're just going to go B-pop. Techno alone. Another A lead. It's quite a gap, but the longer the map is quiet, the more paranoia the MongolZ feel. Seeing KobraZera start to move right now. And there's the info they needed. AK in the apartments. Panic button pressed. And that was Falcons' one attempt at that opening kill. How will Kiyosuke find it now?
I mean, under Kicksan's leadership, this was a pretty 50-50 map in terms of the sides for the Falcons. But you think back to FaZe in the tail end of Carrigan's time there, and their T-sides were rough on Mirage. Oftentimes, if they were to get the job done, it would be in that second half. It would be on the CT venture.
At a certain point, calling only gets you so far. You need someone to go big, and Falcons do not have that player right now. Tessa 0 and 8. Kiyosuke, Monte, both on 7. No one's saving these situations as they get plucked apart one by one. Again, it's a flawless round for the MongolZ. A well-timed flawless round. After close clutches for MongolZ, they finally get a moneymaker.
And if you're the MongolZ here, you just got to keep this up as long as you can. You're forcing Falcons to burn all their pauses here in the first half. Even that causes problems to the longevity of this one if they were to try and launch the comeback. You're giving them next to no room. And as you say, finally a money-making round, even if something were to come through for the Falcons, it's not like it breaks the MongolZ. They get to remain competitive.
And I think Falcons are expecting more fighting in middle in the early round, right? They're super hesitant in getting out behind mid. Couple times Monte's been behind tap with first spawn going fast, but for the most part, they're expecting Blitz to get involved, players out under. That's not what MongolZ are doing. They are heavy focused on sites right now. So Falcons spam smokes again in the middle. And nobody is home. Blitz drops a molly and disappears, and again, MongolZ focus ramp and palace. NiKo and Tessa's here. Is there a flash behind this? Big first
All right,
kill.
he's on the board.
Still a flank from mzinho though. He won't find the bomb, but he could get behind it. And actually, Falcons in a very strong position right now. Even holding this push, Monte, the awareness, realizing what MongolZ have been doing, and Blitz can't get into sandwich in time, so this feels like Falcons on the board. Everything slots into place. And 4 rounds is not too late. MongolZ at least feeling some relief from that 5 alive round. So, while the orb save would be nice, it's not entirely necessary to get a 4 buy in the next.
Just got to hope this is a bit of a turning of the corner for Tessez, right? Took him a long time to get on the board. Garrigan's never exactly been a high-fragging IGL. You can't have 2 players go entirely missing in map 3. And so first 2 kills of the game for Tessez. But they're high impact. They lead to this round win.
Terrorists win.
Falcons, they want a bit more of that if they are to recover on this half.
Yeah, at least they seem to be figuring it out, right? Shown by the fact that we have a double anti-flash setup here. We have Monte holding the palace push even after they kill a guy on ramp. Falcons realizing what MongolZ are doing. And so the same round called again, it looks like. Monte supports out middle, goes back. Again, the same round for the MongolZ, same results, massacred. Tessez bloodlusting, but I'd say that's worth it. 2 for 1, Tessez on 3 health. Monte always started in the B apartments. He's holding it for a push at TV. Look at Kiyosuke. He just walked into B. Right up catwalk while the chaos was going down on A. It might just be a save, pre-called by the MongolZ. So consider us at that turning point. Falcons go the right way. Garrigan really struggling, 1 and 10. I think he had his highest rated map in the Falcons jersey on Dust2. .14 ADR.
Terrorists win.
I mean, considering how hopeless this felt just rounds ago, right? The idea that you could scrape by with 4 on the T side, that would be enough to keep you in the conversation. You have those saved guns to contend with from the MongolZ. They'll be able to cobble together an investment around them. So it's by no means a gimme round. You don't have to worry about a 9-10 AWP. That's very much out of the picture. Honesty gets his and puts it to work straight away. Tessez ready for these aggressive ramp moves that they've been handed across this last streak of rounds.
I mean, he's so stubborn for the Mongols, doing it 3 rounds in a row and more rounds in a half. Honestly, does get found. Whoa, 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 slow down. Underpass NiKo waiting. It's insane from Techno. NiKo looking good for another. He will get found. 2v1. They can speed up towards B, but they are split. Tessa's reconsidering. He was going to go out ramp. He's needed. Job in this B site. Karrigan puts the bomb down.
I mean, 910's been having a great tournament out here in Astana. And these are the 2 struggling players for the Falcons left in this. It's the late position on Tessez, bomb planted for him. That should make this now an impossible for 910. He'll catch Karrigan straight away. Now Tessez arrives out on shore, in with the backstab. Falcons will secure those 4 T-side rounds, a streak of 3 down the end of the half.
Yeah, gotta feel like Mongols kind of gave it away there at the end. You know, they were really relentless on that ramp push, just starting every round the same, and Falcons just said, hey, if you're gonna do it, we'll be there. Every time, shut it down, and that's what got them back in this T-side. Even putting Monte there with the AWP at the end. So Falcons deal with the Mongols' opening move, and then we see those slow closes that do just fine to find 4 rounds on their T-side. It's enough. And we know that Falcons not plagued by the Zonic pistols anymore. It's actually their assistant coach who calls them these days. And it definitely has made a difference.
Look at the ADR for mzinho and Blitz. It's great to see them carrying that momentum forward from Inferno. They were the 2 top performers there. And they've brought that energy with them onto the decider. Even though we say 4 rounds, you know, it's enough for Falcons to try and make a comeback happen. And the CT sides have been where they've done their better work on Mirage historically. This is still a tall order, and it all hinges on winning this pistol. Without it, it's very small margins. Opener for mzinho. A site lost convincingly. Falcons a man down for the retake.
Oh, con smoke is brutal as well. At least Falcons have the majority out from CT here. They can burn out a player from the back of the site. Might need to. Kid on 1 player, they move in quick together. Mongols brawling in the middle of the open, fine to take these fights as we know, and Tessez delivers a double, big double, before the kid is dropped out of ammo. Karrigan jumping around, and he needs that kit, he needs that stick, but they're not having it. Mongols, pistol round on top of an 8-round half, and they are running away right now. That is both pistols in this map for the Mongols. Trouble in paradise here for the Falcons.
Terrorists win.
This is why Mongols are just so fun, man, because they're so streaky. Even when you feel like you caught them on a bad day, that's what it felt like on Dust2. That no one was hitting, you know, they were in okay positions, they couldn't really close any, and then they just show up here on this 3rd map and dominate. Careful.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Careful.
I know it's only a USP round, but weirdly, Falcons have done a lot to cause some chaos.
They were moving towards B, but after getting spotted, they've gone back. And so with Blitz in this position...
And now I don't even think you attempt it. You got an AK you can take with you, you're out of position. On planted, that adjustment from the Mongols, realizing they were walking into the stack, only confirmed by 910 on that swing out through the spawn. Sure, didn't get a hell of a lot from it, just the 1 kill, but the info was all the Mongols needed.
Worth trying to trap them in the site here. So with the exception of Kiyosuke saving the AK, Falcons are going to go group together in apartments. So of course Mongols exit the other side and keep their guns. 10-4. This would be a hell of a comeback.
Terrorists win.
And it has to start right away. There is no room for error here in this first gun round.
You really are feeling the kind of 4v5 effect of having a player who just can't win a duel. Karrigan really struggling in this game. The ceiling not exactly topping out, but the floor is in the basement. And look at the Mongols' confidence right now, just running down mid. Great cover.
Multiple brawls all around the map, and will get out with the advantage. Tessa smoke spam really drives it home. Left on a blitz now in this 1-on-3. Karrigan's got an aggressive through the apartments, and blitz shouldn't clear this. So that's a free kill right there for Karrigan.
You'll take it when you get it. A little upgrade as well. Falcons win out that first gun round in a 4v5 no less. That smoke break in middle denied was NiKo. And then it gets a little loose, and Monte shows up. Better late than never here on this CT side. So Mongols call a pause before the next attempt. You can already see that money is not ideal.
One of the scary things about playing against these blitz-led Mongols rosters is he's a man who loves to play with the pace. And so I think you're going to burn a lot of this util early on. Mongols can try and use that in a variety of different ways. They're very, very good at these up-tempo rounds. Ones like this where you're running with a lot of Tech 9s. You know, only a couple of rifles, maybe a perfect time for it. Likewise, though, you can put a lot of fear in the Falcons just by keeping it a little slower, you know, going for a second timing on these plays, wait for some of that early util to get burned through. So the Mongols set their sights on an A split.
Oh my! Whoa, how does that not hit? The aim punch wrecks Monte. Burn out on top of the balcony. Tessus has got to drop off, but he falls into fire and flames, burning alive. Techno traded back. Kiyosuke from Connector finding a couple, and Karrigan in spawn, keeping this round in the favor of Falcons. 3v1. There's no way you're getting away with a stick, right? Surely not. Kiyosuke doesn't jump on it. Open plant, smoked off. Confirms Blitz's position. That's going to let him get outstairs. Has that cross. Blitz cuts his head off. 20-7 on the captain.
Up and over the stairs! Blitz is on for the ace! And the captain, a halting individual effort, but he can't get past bottom performer Karrigan.
How is Karrigan the one to save them where all else failed? Unreal shots from Blitz. That final bullet kill on Kiyosuke. And Karrigan just sprays him down. Better late than never, indeed. Blitz was onto something special there. All the pressure on that final fight, Karrigan delivers, and Blitz immediately force buys.
Really just can't believe that that's what we end up with. 4 kills deep on his way to the ace clutch, and it's Karrigan who proves to be too much.
21-8, 5-12.
It's like the scoreline keep closing up. There's no denying Blitz's individual form, though, in this series.
Some of the moves he made on Inferno, man. Think back to that first half, jumping through the smokes, finding gaps. Just so annoying. Well, he's got to hit a banger here on entry. Monte spots him coming out ramp, and it doesn't cost him a thing.
Tessa's after that slow start on one hell of a recovery as well. KobraZera, his time to try and clutch up, but dead straight away. Backstab for mzinho won't accomplish much. Kyosuke able to put him down. And now it's a 3-round game. This Falcons CT side roaring to life.
Yes, indeed it is. That 1v1 might have shut Falcons out of any chance of winning this game, but now MongolZ have to dig deep. Had a recovery, as you say, from Tessez, and a confidence-inspiring clutch denied. So Falcons know this is well within their wheelhouse. In control for the MongolZ. Monte waits. Fire off with the orb. Decides against it. Quick rotation to B. NiKo gets out of there. For a moment, it looked like Falcons were scared of a B pop. Maybe they should be.
Three players adorn this B side though, and Monte with the orb. Usually good just to catch that first player crossing. It will be Techno on the Tech 9. So there's Techno dead. First man out of the apartments. Cobra good for one. Rest of them start to barrel in now. They can't get past Karrigan on short. The rest of Falcons now pull up. KobraZera, no road left to run as Falcons are closing in. Clamping down upon that B play.
And it felt like maybe the gap was there, maybe the timing was there. Falcons swinging mid as MongolZ go for that B pop, but Monte hits his shot on the cross, and no one can gain space inside of B side there for the MongolZ. That third rotation makes all the difference as MongolZ go storming into a stack.
The pressure never goes away for Falcons. MongolZ have made a really good job of at least making these rounds pretty competitive, right? So money's not exactly flowing for Falcons. They really can't stomach a loss. There will be limitations. It's something that MongolZ have to keep in check, right? You have to kind of keep Falcons in this vulnerable position because they're still looking for that one golden round that opens up the route to the win.
These ones are, as you said, still scary for the MongolZ, but Monte again has that cross, and he's just not missing on this CT side. Karrigan showing up with a double, and Kyosuke is right by his side. This triple B again, mauls MongolZ. Blitz, feeling like he can do no wrong, is gonna give this Glock a go. But make no mistake about it, Falcons 1-round game.
I mean, in the mind of Blitz, the craziest option is always the best option. What's he planning here? Do you think NiKo heard him on that push in the top mid? So he's come back round to find him. No tricky business for Blitz. A 1-round game as Falcons are on one hell of a hot streak. And that one comes through cleanly. Suddenly those money worries, they're gone. MongolZ burn their final timeout as they get more than they bargained for from this Falcons CT side.
It's CT side of Mirage, man. It's the best place to be, especially for a team of superstars. Monte on this B-site support has been integral, plucking a free kill every single time MongolZ try and cross the window. Kyosuke has been performing all game long, and now given room for other players to step up. Ever since Karrigan's clutch continued to build back into this game. NiKo not yet been a requirement. But this is Falcons from 10-4 down, yet to drop a round. Blitz needs some help. Boost up in middle, but NiKo, the game he's having is not exactly swinging out mid through the connector. He's playing reserve, looking for a late round as well. There's no kill available here from the 910 AWP. Oh, barely gets behind the box on that smoke fade. Honestly sighted towards B. Bomb coming out under on Blitz. If you want it done, do it yourself. For the meantime, Techno v Karrigan, an opportunity for an entry. Door shot on that one. Nice grenade. Yes, he does have to concede. Seconds. Where are MongolZ going?
NiKo got to keep his eyes on the window. They just boost up into it right as he starts to reshuffle. And so an opening for the MongolZ. Will they be able to seize this opportunity as even more flow through? A site wide open. Monte holding down B doesn't matter because the MongolZ have got this one under lock and key. It takes them a very long time, but they do not let Falcons tie this game up.
And even the save is not safe. Don't want to lose too many players hunting this down, to be honest. There's still going to be some resistance from Falcons, so watch out. As Monte looks to hold on to this AWP, they are running at him. Can't move off this site. 910 on the line, and that is enough to keep the MongolZ happy. 3 players surviving, AWP removed, and multiple rounds needed to break the Falcons' bank. Are MongolZ up for it? Huge double entry from Techno, right? We talk quiet players, but he's been at the bottom of the board all game for the MongolZ. On that window boost, a lot of responsibility, and delivers onto NiKo when they need him to. Now MongolZ go for something quicker.
Yeah, a little pace change here. Set piece out towards A. Monte in the right place as he's been mobile on this AWP and rips the head off of Techno. Can't celebrate for too long though. 910's got an immediate reply. They see that AWP, it gives them some pause. They've been facing Monte a hell of a lot over towards the B bomb site. You learn about him on A and you play for distance. Moving away with this bomb.
Oh, can he tuck in? That would be the smart move here for Kiyasuke, and he's done exactly that. He's going to get information. Hearing mzinho run back through spawn as well. Falcons still aren't stacking this B site. They're gonna let him play. That's a really aggressive move. It's going to get punished. Maybe a bridge too far here for Kiyasuke. And that's while Falcons were putting a B stack in position. As Kiyasuke sold them down the river, Falcons are still going to gamble, giving themselves the best shot on this triple A hold. But they are down a man, and MongolZ are walking in.
Now you're hoping for heroics, flying blind in this round. But they are in the right place. Monte AWP out towards the spawn, and he's got his partner in crime, NiKo, alongside him. 910 holds this sightline though, and if Monte goes any wider, he goes right into that AWP. Monte, lightning fast. Second shot misses, but NiKo's there to bail him out, and now it's just mzinho. Full blind at the flashbang. And they've got him here in a box. Falcons claw it back, a man down, and late to the party, they still get it done.
No business winning that fight, Monte. Straight into an AWP on a headshot line, and Monte rips his skull off. What a beautiful shot. Falcons flood. And MongolZ, they did everything right. They put themselves in the perfect position, but caught off the plant in the open as Falcons just run in together. Everybody does their job there. And Karrigan, another double in this unbelievable recovery arc, have put Falcons around behind again.
MongolZ go all in. Last time they were able to dodge this tie game threat. Difference is here. It broke at the end of this one.
Every
and
time
it would no longer be Falcons playing catch-up. Suddenly, they would be the favored squad.
Every time they hit B, Monte was here. He always plucked a kill from the window. This time, it's just Karrigan on the site.
Crediting him for the recovery from the 1-kill half, but now we see just how far that recovery's gone. Kiyasuke helping him out from the short side. The rest of Falcons all arriving. Damage done for Karrigan into the apartment, softens them up, and now he's got the rest of his team pulling up to finish the job. A shutdown on the apps hit. 11 apiece and money broken for the MongolZ.
Fast travel for Falcons. They just swing it together, and it's again that entry for Kiyasuke that gives them the warning sign. Straight back to that B bomb site. And everybody home. MongolZ have a broken, brittle bye to long out this third map. Round 23, and they put all in. Monte is the man. He has been everywhere in this game.
Even though they bring out Galil's here, they do so at the cost of any util. They've got one smoke on mzinho to try and make a play happen.
That just doesn't cut it, does it? Sure, you have a couple of flashes, but you need to use them well because this AWP has just been the figurehead of Falcons. How can you make life uncomfortable for Monte? He has the window boost on lock. Haha. Wanted more. NiKo gets them both.
How about mzinho in top mid? Only question mark in the round is 9-10 lurking out on the ramp.
What?
Oh no! mzinho with a lineup! And hold on! As mzinho just given them a lifeline, a second chance. There's the 9-10 lurk. And oh dearie me, it all falls on a Karrigan. What was meant to be an easy round after NiKo's double is now in jeopardy.
The clock is on his side.
And the wrap for 9-10. He has to commit to this jungle flank. If he does, he could end this with the kill. Karrigan turns around. 9-10 walks right into him. Don't tell me that Karrigan is the salvation of the Falcons.
Oh!
Get on the swing. mzinho puts him down.
And it's MongolZ after all. They will always go for the fight. They will always go for the repeat. mzinho 4 frags finally overwhelms Karrigan's clutches. How do they line up in connector like that? 2 players open. And NiKo swings in to help. But that's just more food, fodder for MongolZ. That was Falcons. They did the hard part. Nice! And it is one man who gets them over the line. mzinho rivaling Blitz on this T side. MongolZ playoff point.
All right, this is what it all comes down to. You either get to run it back in overtime, or the MongolZ snatch it away in round 24. Not once, but twice over at the tail end of this playoff series. Winner heading into the arena, losers to keep on battling tomorrow. And after mzinho's heroics, a massive 4K, the momentum sides with the MongolZ.
It's just so MongolZ to win that round with no util, with Galil's, with a butchered bye. Ouch. Max damage onto NiKo. Blitz does not allow the favor to be returned. MongolZ have that mid control. Policy's AWP peers down the connector. It's just been blocked. Here comes that boost.
Techno last time was able to best NiKo in this head-to-head, and this time he's not going to be there. NiKo's just repositioned of the con side.
They're ready to pounce on this site.
Blitz is taking the bomb up here into the top of Connector. A risky fight in front of him as NiKo looks for that trade. That's bomb dropped. 25 seconds left. It's a big problem as now the Mongols are scrambling. Cobra doesn't have the time to do anything in this round, and so Falcons get it through into OT.
Yeah, you got to earn it here in Astana. Third map going the distance. Falcons to find Dust2. MongolZ clutched out Inferno, and Hero Mirage from 10-4 down despite all of the disasters. Still, Falcons drag it all the way. Monte is having one hell of a map. And it's not going to stop now.
Spent a lot of time dissecting the individuals on the multi-million-dollar Falcons roster. But for the Mongols, it's a very top-heavy scoreboard as well, right? In a lot of these rounds, it's been Blitz, it's been mzinho, the guys to bail them out. Techno largely absent from this third map. Cobra Zera yet to have his impact either. Will those individuals ever come online?
MongolZ set up here for the Falcons, the double ramp push. Gonna get blocked at the first sign of contact. Blitz on his mid lurk. Often finds strong timings and not afraid to walk through a smoke. Well, this will be the round to do it. There's nobody near middle right now. NiKo Palace pushed and Crosshair in the wrong place. Even the orb misses, letting them down. NiKo lifts up with a double. Blitz is making his move, and Mongols need him now more than ever.
Monte's got the cover. Taser's not even required there out towards the ramp. Blitz has got a lot to do here. Out through the connector. Monte shuts him down.
It's done.
Counter-terrorists win.
Falcons with a squeaky, clean round. 4 alive at the end of it. NiKo's Hail Mary push in through Palace. The only casualty in that round.
Yeah, Karrigan recovery earlier, now NiKo recovery. He was sat at 10, 11 kills for multiple rounds. Had a couple of crucial multi-kills. Dude, Monte, it's on rails with this guy. Perfect peak as he gets up on the stairwell. Mongols go back for an A smash. And Monte in spawn again.
Techno dead. But the Mongols are in. Smokes down to cover the approach. Only avenue open is out towards CT. Do you really want to go and challenge this Monte orb? With the things you've seen it do in the last couple of rounds. Util there to force him back. At least gives you a little bit of room to work with. Bomb will make it in.
Just has to hold. His whole team's coming from Connector right now. They're rotating CT to group him. If he maintains his space, what can Mongols do? There is no reflash into spawn.
Monte executes Cobra. And now the site starts to feel very small indeed. mzinho gets run over and Blitz has got nowhere left to turn. A hulking 3K from Kiyosuke as we've gotten into overtime. Falcons level up. Back to back, clean rounds now on the CT side. The T side was woeful in that first half, but if they can go flawless, they give themselves the best possible chance of getting this one over the line and into the playoffs.
Yeah, and it's getting to the point where it feels like 1 or 2 players, those 2 Russian superstars here for Falcons, can get them over the line. Monte walks so Kiyosuke can run back into the spawn, and all the kills between them put Falcons right there.
Relieving to see as well these star individuals for the Falcons leveling up as the pressure has been applied as opposed to falling off.
Yeah, this was very losable, to be honest. Not just 10-4, but think about Karrigan losing that 1v1 clutch very late in the game. When NiKo let them up connector onto the mzinho 4K. Would we not have seen Falcons crumble there in the past? but now they lead by 2. Swing and a miss. And fair enough being scared of going B with how one-sided all the B holds have been for Falcons. They've shut them down every time, but again, it's Karrigan alone, round after round. Kiyosuke out, wide, on short, re-clearing mid with his team.
And this one is won or lost in these mid-fights, with the Mongols also looking for this space. It is an all-in brawl in this final round of the half in OT.
Falcons know it's coming, and they initiate. Bloodbath in middle, blitz out under. Shooting ghosts, Tesses comes chasing. 2 versus 4. It's never felt freer. And so Techno looks for the solo clutch. mzinho must take kills with him.
mzinho with big damage, but it all falls on a Techno. Bottom of the board right now for the Mongols. Has to get a move on, has to have faith that mzinho has pulled them away. A Techno 1v3 is what's demanded if the Mongols want to have hope in this series still.
Don't count him out.
Here's them coming his way in the market. Needs a miracle. Does Techno. And as they close in, execution falls upon him. Falcons flawless on their CT half.
Good check on Tesses.
Only 4 kills in that entire overtime for the Mongols.
Ouch. Don't tell me that. That does not paint a pretty picture here for the Mongols, who have choked this game from 10-4 up to the Falcons. 3 chances to finish and find a playoff berth. Tesses as well. Big 4K round with the clear on the clutcher to find that flawless half. Here we go, double orb. Everybody gets to try it. Cobra Zera's turn. 10 and 21. Trying something new. At least keeps the B site somewhat locked down. Mongols don't move away from this ramp control. But Falcons are in no giving mood, playing very spread on this default. Nine-10 has quite the rival to replicate in this ticket position. But meanwhile, Monte is top middle.
I mean, we had slow starts across the board for almost everyone on Falcons in that T side. Karrigan and Tesses were the most notable, but everyone was struggling. You weren't getting given openers. It's a good trade for Kiyosuke. What if he goes even further than that? What if he runs it all the way home with that 3K? And the Mongols missed their chance. They had Falcons down, but not out. And there's the close. Monte and Kiyosuke claw this one over the line and into the playoffs. The Falcons complete this comeback, and we get to see them now in the Barys Arena.
Counter-Strike analyst Thorin tweeted when FaZe gave up Karrigan. He said, "This is a time